Meanwhile, not too far away on Sawtell, a Kogi truck pulls up, stops, reverses back to the corner. Before the awning is even up, there's already a line. Hungry people have been waiting in cars or around the corner ever since the Twitter announcement 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is just...
I feel guilty. I'm jumping the line, right? Wow. What's the longest line you ever had?
600.
600 people for one truck?
Yeah.
The Kogi taco, double caramelized Korean barbecue short rib on fresh corn tortilla with salsa roja, cilantro onion lime relish, and a Napa cabbage romaine slaw in a chili soy vinaigrette. Oh yeah.
The rep for Kogi is that we go everywhere. We go to every single corner of the county and the city. We're not just going to the hip areas.
What about what about Bel Air? Can you pull up like on a corner in a residential area in Bel Air?
Yeah,
what happens then? Do you get rousted or what?
No, they come out in the Versace robe and
That I gotta see.
Yeah. Dude, Beverly Hills at lunch is crazy. It's crazy.
Why should you be excited about food trucks? Because they allow creative chefs like Roy, without a lot of money, to start creating and selling their stuff, introducing themselves to the world without having to gather up $1 million or credulous partners. And they're affordable, they're democratic, and they are faster, better, and infinitely preferable to fast food like the King and the Clown and the Colonel. Stereotyping coming. Look, how do I put this? Good Korean kids grow up to be doctors, lawyers, or engineers, goes the story. There are expectations. But what if you're a bad Korean? What if you were Korean American and you just didn't give a? What if you looked around, asked yourself, who am I? Who am I supposed to be? Where do I fit in society? And were unsatisfied with the answers you were getting? What if you were an insanely talented artist and a small startup company called Facebook asked you to do some murals in their offices, and they paid you in stock, and you became ridiculously wealthy, and you still didn't give a? Well then, you might be David Cho.
Hi, I'm Dave Cho.
Like me.
Is that an AK piñata?
That is an AK-47 piñata. Wow. So, I mean, this place is in downtown LA. So I try to have as many weapons like hidden throughout. I got ninja swords and ninja stars and stuff.
You need a puppy, man. You need a puppy.
I do need a puppy. I'm gonna paint you today, is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so just sit. Right there. And sorry, don't usually paint this early in the morning. Okay. I'm gonna go more expressionistic, if you don't mind.
I want to know, you were on record, you said, young people looking to follow your road to success. Your advice is, whatever you do, don't date a Korean girl.
Oh, okay. I try to be open-minded about things, right? But, well, I'm racist, you know? For me, I've given it a shot, and then I end up in this situation where I feel like I'm dating my mom.
So what characteristics in common were what
overbearing.
Overbearing.
Jealous, unreasonable, like unrealistic about life, demanding, like I mean, I could go on, but also the men too. Like if you're a woman, I wouldn't never recommend dating a Korean guy. For the very few women out there that are into Asian guys, if you are gonna go that route, definitely go Chinese. Yeah, come check it out.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, awesome. Wow.
I don't know, what do you think?
Dude, I'm honored. I've never had my portrait done before. Thank you, man.
Hey, man. You're welcome.
And this shit gonna be worth some money on eBay for sure.
Now I'm definitely ready for Sizzler.
Nice.
It wouldn't change. If we did change tonight, I would get a complaint.
And you'd have to talk to your dad.
Oh, yeah. That's a problem.
What do you do if you're a locavore in LA? You look around. What's local and delicious, artisanal and authentic, and as iconically LA as it gets? If you're Roy Choi, you see tacos. And with Kogi Truck, Roy Choi brought one of the first great mutation mashups of Korean and Mexican to the people. What started as one truck became 4 trucks and 3 brick-and-mortar restaurants to go with them.
For me, Kogi was always one truck in my mind. But then the lines got big, you know, and it evolved. Hola, Herlindo. ¿Y qué haciendo ahorita? Nada? Solamente limpia? Okay.
Roy trained at the Culinary Institute of America and interned at Le Bernardin in New York City. He runs his trucks like you'd expect of someone with that background.
Within our food media landscape, we've romanticized certain compositions of what a great chef and a great kitchen are supposed to look and smell and feel like. But just because those are beautiful doesn't mean that this is not beautiful. For me, I don't see mustard plants and sheep grazing. I see barbed wire and telephone poles. And I see puddles and, you know, all of that stuff contribute to the flavor of the food. So it's truly what I call a terroir, you know, a regional food. Gracias. Buena suerte. And they're off.
Every lunch shift and every evening, the truck's locations are sent out over Twitter. The locations change every day, and people flock quickly to find them, as the lines can get long, very long. I took a run with Roy as he made his nightly rounds.
So how often do you make the full circuit between all of your various enterprises?
Twice a day, every day, unless I'm doing something crazy like this. So it's kind of like I have a huge Las Vegas hotel, but the hallways are the streets.
First stop, Chago, a rice bowl place in the Palms neighborhood.
These are my guys right here. Hola!
Hey, chef.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Sí se puede?
Kimchi spam, classic.
Yeah, this is the menu right here.
A big bowl of rice with meat, vegetables, and lots of flavor for less than $10. Good deal.
I just find it interesting you're so sentimental about the business of feeding people.
It's a trippy state of romanticism. Like, I'm very hard-ass, too. Like, you pack your own shit, you get what you get. If you complain, I take the food out of your hands, I give you your money back. But within those rules, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of care.
Across town in Venice is A-Frame, Roy's first brick and mortar.
This used to be IHOP. So
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everything's really narrow.
Hence the shape.
It's heavily influenced by local takes on Hawaiian cooking, not that you'd necessarily notice. Every dish designed to be eaten with the hands. What's good? The baby back ribs are air-dried, braised, then breaded and fried. Ling cod tacos treated like shawarma. Beer can crackling chicken. It's brined, rotisserie, then air-dried like Peking duck, then fried. Meanwhile, not too far away on Sawtell, a Kogi truck pulls up, stops, reverses back to the corner. Before the awning is even up, there's already a line. Hungry people have been waiting in cars or around the corner ever since the Twitter announcement 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is just...
I feel guilty. I'm jumping the line, right? Wow. What's the longest line you ever had?
600.
600 people for one truck?
Yeah.
The Kogi taco, double caramelized Korean barbecue short rib on fresh corn tortilla with salsa roja, cilantro onion lime relish, and a Napa cabbage romaine slaw in a chili soy vinaigrette.
Oh, yeah.
The rep for Kogi is that we go everywhere. We go to every single corner of the county and the city. We're not just going to the hip areas.
What about what about Bel Air? Can you pull up like on a corner in a residential area in Bel Air?
Yeah,
what happens then? Do you get rousted or what?
No, they come out in the Versace robe and
That I gotta see.
yeah. Dude, Beverly Hills at lunch is crazy.
Why should you be excited about food trucks? Because they allow creative chefs like Roy, without a lot of money, to start creating and selling their stuff, introducing themselves to the world without having to gather up $1 million or credulous partners. And they're affordable, they're democratic, and they are faster, better, and infinitely preferable to fast food like the King and the Clown and the Colonel. LA is Mexican, Central American, Filipino, Vietnamese, Thai, Samoan, Bangladeshi. Everybody has left their mark, continues to shape the town, determine its character. K-Town exists right upside its Latino neighbors, and I guess it's natural that both Cho and Choi identify very much with Mexican street culture. Few things embody that particularly Southern Californian Latino street culture more than lowriding. Estevan Oriol is a photographer,
Go on the other side of the
chronicler of everything iconic at the crossroads of hip-hop, design, tattooing, fashion, and lowriding.
The old timers that used to cut the coils or put bricks or sandbags in their trunk to make them lower, and then around the 70s is when it got popular.
Why these particular models of cars?
It's pretty much always been late 50s all the way through the 60s and into the 70s, and then the 80s came up, they started bringing in the Cadillacs and the Regals. The most classic, well-known car for lowriding is probably a 64 Impala.
How many Korean lowriders are there?
There's a few Asian ones sprinkled in the other clubs.
More Asians, more Koreans than 15 years ago? We're seeing a crossover with the food.
Right. For the most part, things are starting to get a lot more open. If you're asking, I think there's going to be a lot more Asian, Hispanic mixed babies coming up in the future.
I ain't mad at that.
Ideal lowriding is about getting appreciated by the people who best appreciate the traditions and techniques, the getting it right. For that, you head to East LA.
The most famous, notorious street in LA is Whittier Boulevard because of the history of it. And then Crenshaw Boulevard in South Central.
So that's going to be your most critical audience, and at the same time, most appreciative.
Yeah, the ones that you want to see your car, you know?
It's a slow-moving piece of art, and you treat the car like a piece of art, acutely aware of the dangers. Cops for whom you are a target, potholes, other cars. In East LA, you see people ooh and ah. You see expressions change from who is that to nice ride. I haven't had so much fruits and nuts since Altamont. I told Mick, I said, Mick, this is a bad crowd. Get back in the chopper. But he's like, oh, no, man, we can't disappoint the fans. Memories. In Tangier, I lived in one room in the native quarter. I had not taken a bath in a year, nor changed my clothes, or removed them, except to stick a needle every hour in the fibrous gray wooden flesh of terminal addiction. I never cleaned or dusted the room. Empty ampule boxes and garbage piled up to the ceiling. Light and water long since turned off for non-payment. I did absolutely nothing. I could look at the end of my shoe for 8 hours. I was only roused to action when the hourglass of junk ran out. The words of William Burroughs, one of my heroes. He came to Tangier in 1953. Shortly after shooting his wife to death in a drunken accident in Mexico City. He was a heroin addict, a homosexual, and an inspiration to those proto-hipsters who came to be known as the Beats. Burroughs, however, was not a hipster. There was nothing beatnik about him. He was a somewhat stuffy, well-dressed St. Louis son of a good family. Gone wrong. He was also, to my mind, the greatest writer of the whole damn bunch. On the road, you can have it. His classic Naked Lunch was written here. A nonlinear, dark, dry-humored, searingly critical, satirical, and profane masterpiece. Burroughs was apparently high for much of the process, on heroin or a locally available prescription opiate called Eucadol. And of course, the daily staple of many in these parts, hashish, keef, and majoun. Hashish is the concentrated THC-rich resin of the cannabis plant, as well as varying amounts of its flowers and leaves that have been separated from the buds and compressed into sheet or brick-like form. Keef, a more local and indigenous product, is the part of the plant containing only the strongest concentration of psychoactive ingredients. Majoun is a confection made from keef, fruits, nuts, chocolate, and honey. I was, of course, fascinated by this product since reading about it and inquired of some local contacts, who shall necessarily go unnamed. How was it made? This was what I wanted to know. They were kind enough to demonstrate. Keef is first chopped into fine granules and then slowly added to melted butter and chocolate over a low heat to toast it and release the psychotropic goodies within. While the binder element of the majoun is slow cooking in the pan, a combination of spices are blended with cashews, almonds, walnuts, and dried fruit. This will be the framework to suspend the THC-laden goodness in the next step. The cannabis-laced butter chocolate is added, along with plenty of honey, to bind together all the ingredients. Then, mix. Last, you roll the entirety of the mixture into a ball and either refrigerate or dig right in. Of course, network standards and practices prohibit me from even tasting this delicious and reportedly mind-altering treat. I'm guessing anyway. So until I see Christian and Wolf doing bong rips in the Situation Room, I will of course abide by these rules. Because that's the kind of guy I am. There is one particular cafe in the heart of the Casbah that has drawn in foreign dignitaries, rock stars, aristocrats, and artists since it opened its doors in 1943. Café Baba. Sweet mint tea in a thick, slow-moving haze of smoke. It smells like my dorm room, 1972.
Good evening. Hello.
Hi, I'm George.
This is George Bajalia and Zineb Benjaloun.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I think welcome to Café Baba.
I should say right now, I have no direct knowledge or awareness of either George or Zineb smoking any illegal substances, nor do I have any contemporaneous recollection at this time of me doing anything untoward in their presence. Because that would be like, wrong, dude.
Some tea?
George is here on a Fulbright scholarship, and Zineb is an artist from Rabat. Others in the room, however, well, don't give me that innocent look, you young punks. I know somebody in here smoking reefer.
So, how stoned are people here?
We can ask. Just ask.
You're not getting totally ripped here.
No. It's a functional part of daily life. For a long time, the rest of the country and the government didn't really like Tangier a whole lot. Because it was seedy. There were these foreigners who came here and did.
The new king is
He likes Tangier.
He likes.
Yeah, it makes money.
He sees it as a future economic superpower, as I understand it. He's talking condos, boutique hotels. Is that good or bad?
For Moroccans, it's work.
Right.
But of course, expats want to keep Tangier like they know it before.
I mean, this cafe is very similar to the way it was, but there's a TV right there.
Flat screen.
And that's why a lot of people come here. They come to watch soccer games.
You can well imagine the American guy who's lived in Tangier for 30 years, okay? He comes in and there's a flat screen TV on the wall. He's like, what the?
Yeah, what's...
You've ruined the authenticity and integrity. But the Moroccan guy at the next table, he's saying, wait a minute, asshole, you have a flat screen TV at home. I want one too. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, there are people here who've probably never heard of Paul Bowles.
Right.
If you only follow that, there's no progression, there's no progress, there's no change.
The thing about Café Baba is that just sitting here, taking in the atmosphere, you begin to appreciate the place. Santiago de Cali, or just Cali as everybody calls it in these parts, is a city in the southwest of Colombia known for its proximity to the Pacific coast and its semi-tropical temperatures. But I'm not really here for the climate. I'm here for Tejo. It involves alcohol and explosives. Colombian Mario Galeno, expat Will Holland, and their bandmates are to be my guides to this ancient and traditional Colombian sport.
Thanks, man.
How do you play this game? I guess that's how it's done. What do you call this object?
El tejo.
El tejo.
Tejo.
Hence the name of this.
Exactly, tejo.
I should be good at this. I've been throwing pots into the dish sink from across the room for years.
You win more points if you get it in the middle without hitting them.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
But that doesn't sound like any fun.
Everyone has a different style, it seems. So you got to do like one step and then another and swing.
I don't think that style's gonna work for me. After some early success, it turns out we all pretty much suck at this. Not enough beer, that's my problem. Time to bring in some outside muscle.
We're going to mix in now the experts.
Ahí nos vamos turnando entre todos.
Who am I with? I'm over here with these guys.
Whoa! Por la ventana.
See you on my team? Holy crap, 2 in a row? This is dismaying. Oh, no, wait, one of those guys had to be on my team, right?
So the guy in the white stripy shirt, his name is El Pollo Viejo, which is
The old chicken.
the old chicken. Yeah.
I need a poultry name. He's calling himself the old chicken. I shall be the enormous cock. Chicken dude is killing it. Yeah, he's every time. Making a Colombian picada. This is a huge selection of fried pork, pork rib, steak, cassava, potatoes, and deep-fried plantain. I smell food. Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good. You know, beer, explosives, and food? Can't beat that.
Esta que es la papita criolla.
Yes! Nice. If Bogota is Colombia's financial heart, then Cali is its shaking hips. People here like their music. My Tejo buddies, Mario and Will, are the founders of a collective called Onda Tropica. Their idea was to reinterpret the tropical music heritage of Colombia. what often sounds like salsa in style is actually cumbia. If there's one type of music that can be classified as distinctly Colombian, this is it. Cumbia draws on the music of the African, indigenous, and European mix that makes up the country. So Will and Mario created something a long way from the pop music that's a staple here. They brought together musicians who'd been famous on the cumbia scene in the 50s and 60s and matched them up with younger counterparts. As if the impressive amount of fried meat we ate at the Tejo courts wasn't enough, we go for dinner at one of the band's favorite spots.
The recording that we made, which we did for 3 weeks in Medellin, had 42 musicians, so it was a big sort of ensemble. And there were musicians from, I think the youngest was 25, maybe, and the oldest was 82.
So old school and new school mixed, is that an oversimplification?
Yeah, that was the idea, so we can meet, not only doing music, but also exchanging lots of information about how music was made, how music was recorded, what was the spirit of the music.
So that's the idea, it's to get back to the roots.
First up, the Cali version of ceviche. Cooked shrimp, slathered in mayonnaise, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce. Essentially a 70s shrimp cocktail. Native to the mangroves of the Pacific coast, the piangua mollusk is a staple used in everything from tamales to stews.
So it's rice and like a concha, some kind of
the mollusk.
It's not a clam.
It's like a rock mollusk, pretty much.
It's delicious.
So this is the second biggest falls in this Congo River.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ogi is a Waginya fisherman and was a guide bringing tourists to his village. Since the last 2 wars, Kisangani tourism has been pretty much non-existent. Chief of the Waginya, Pierre Mosala Abeka, it is said, is a direct descendant of King Ntendebuma Ifila, who greeted Stanley in the 1870s.
Please thank him for the privilege of seeing his community.
It's a present from the chief. This is a way to welcome the delegation of CNN.
The Waginya tribe made what was in retrospect the mistake of allowing Stanley to pass. The famous explorer, of course, pretty much shot and raided his way along his historic route to the coast before effectively jump-starting the colonial period. Using Stanley as administrator, King Leopold of Belgium claimed the Congo as his personal property. Under Leopold's reign, men, women, and children were tagged with numbers, separated into groups, given production quotas. If they fell short, they were whipped with the shikot, their hands cut off, hanged. An estimated 10 million Congolese were either starved, worked to death, executed, or just killed where they stood, all in just over 20 years. By the end, half the population of the country was gone.
Have you ever thought about all those years ago, if your people had just killed Stanley?
Somebody else has to come.
Somebody else would have come.
Ordinarily, a large tigerfish like this one, it's going to the market, considered way too valuable to eat. In Heart of Darkness, Conrad writes about the greed of the Belgian colonizers. They grabbed what they could get for the sake of what was to be got. it was just robbery with violence, aggravated murder on a great scale. And after 75 years, the Congolese had had enough. But independence came quickly, and when the new country managed to inaugurate their first democratically elected leader, Patrice Lumumba, the CIA and the British, working through the Belgians, had him killed. We helped to install this miserable bastard in his place, Joseph Mobutu. He stole billions of dollars from his people and pretty much became the template for despotism in Africa. Needless to say, this situation deteriorated over the next 30-odd years, and by the time Mobutu was done, the Congo was mired in a series of civil wars, the government was no longer paying its bills, and the trains basically stopped running. This is Kisangani Station. There's one short run left. Service once a week when operational, which isn't often, I'm guessing. Abandoned by the Belgians, shot up and stripped by rebels in the 90s. The station, the engines, the ancient passenger cars, and the tracks themselves have slowly receded into the jungle. And yet all these years later, with hardly any resources, Monsieur Aloub Emile, the railway administrator, and a staff of clerks, conductors, mechanics, and engineers show up at work and do what they can in an attempt to keep things in working order.
How do you do?
He said that you are welcome to see this place.
How many employees still work here?
Ici, pendant les temps normal, nous sommes dans les 500 agents. Mais pour le moment, nous sommes dans les 200.
So at one time, you could dispatch a freight to South Africa?
Oui, justement, vous pouvez quitter ici jusqu'en Afrique du Sud, avec des correspondances évidemment.
Not so adventurous, the Grand Soko's indoor market offers a variety of smoked, cured, and fresh meat.
Smells good in here. The stuff looks good. Oh, I've heard this cheese is amazing.
It's good, yeah.
Could I have one?
A Berber favorite, fresh goat cheese wrapped in palm leaves.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they?
That's good.
Shukran bizarre.
A little cheese, a little flatbread, the perfect Moroccan breakfast to go. We're headed into the Jabala foothills of the Rif Mountain range, about 85 kilometers south of Tangier, to a place called Jajuka. The village is home to the people of the Al-Sharif tribe, which loosely translated means the saintly people. Jajuka is also home to one of Morocco's better-known musicians, Bachir Attar. Jazz and rock and roll musicians have traveled from all over the world to Jajuka to meet this guy. Bachir is part of a lineage of master musicians, all from this small mountain village. Famously dubbed as a 4,000-year-old rock band by William Burroughs, Bachir, his son, and these musicians maintain one of the oldest still-living musical traditions on Earth. We're invited for dinner. It's family style, of course. Beginning with brewat, like a kefta pocket. Hand-formed envelopes of dough filled with seasoned beef, baked until golden, then crisped in oil.
Oh, we're good for now. Well, one more. Uh-oh, here we go.
The main event, tagine of chicken.
Yeah, welcome, Tony.
Thank you. Just gorgeous.
First, chopped onions, garlic, parsley, and turmeric are blended with olive oil. The bird is generously coated and stuffed. Then, after simmering in a touch of olive oil and water, the chicken is fried till crispy. Served with roasted almonds and olives, paprika, and ginger. Nice.
He smells the food.
Like anywhere else in the Arab world, eating with your hands, always the right one, is proper dining etiquette.
This is special spinach of Jajuka and hot dog.
It's like wild spinach that grows in the mountains.
Bokala is chopped mountain spinach, garlic, cilantro, hot and black peppers, finished with lemon and olive oil.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yes, I heard you are the greatest taste for a food in the world, man.
I love good food. This is good.
After dinner, some fruit, some mint tea, and let the music begin. For centuries, the master musicians of Jajuka have been the musical choice of the royal families of Morocco. Excused by the country's rulers from manual labor to devote themselves to musical training. Their powerful style of Sufi trance music has inspired many musical seekers, including most notably, perhaps, Paul Bowles, who wrote about them and recorded them and spread the word.